The doctor's lawyer told the judge he's committed his life to caring for sick people, but it was here at this station where he's accused of trying to kill a man.
I know you said you have 100.
On his way home from the casino on New Year's morning, Julio Figueroa was lucky to still be alive after being shoved into a moving 4 train at the Yankee Stadium stop.
He's alive, thank God. You know, we have angels looking down on him. So thank God for that, but just keep your prayers.
The 72-year-old and his family invited us to the hospital where the great-grandfather is in intensive care, in immense pain, but grateful to have survived.
He just wants people to know his story, and so that this will not happen again.
Just 3 hours into 2026, police say 29-year-old Anton Aleshin pushed him into the train, causing the victim to bounce back onto the subway platform. Figueroa told us he doesn't remember anything.
He got 2 broken ribs, his face is messed up, and then he had 15 stitches, staples in his head, and he got internal bleeding.
Witnesses called for police who arrived in seconds to arrest Aleshin on the scene. In court, prosecutors told the judge he's a Russian national who's in New York working as a doctor, currently enrolled in his residency program at Brookdale Hospital, which declined to comment.
Why would you try to hurt somebody if you're trying to save lives? He could have died.
Police say the push was unprovoked and that Aleshin admitted to it.
We told him that they got the guy already, and he still is in shock because he doesn't know. He doesn't know if he was being followed.
The suspect has been remanded as the judge feared he could possibly try and flee to Russia, as there's no extradition treaty between them and our country, which ultimately could help him evade prosecution.
Smart. It just sounds smart to me, yes. If he's a Russian national only here to try to get his residency, yes, it's possible that he will flee, especially if he did something horrible. He admitted it too. Let's get over into this next video.
An update tonight on the grandfather pushed onto an oncoming subway track in the Bronx. A Brooklyn doctor now charged with attempted murder. Police say it happened in the early morning hours of New Year's Day at the 161st Street Yankee Stadium station. Andrew Ramos spoke with the victim's family.
Julio, ¿cómo estás? Julio Figueroa is still on the mend in the ICU at Lincoln Hospital. His family invited us in hopes of shedding light on what they say was a cruel and senseless attack.
He doesn't really remember what happened.
Cops say it was around 3:30 a.m. New Year's Day when the 73-year-old was approached by a complete stranger who shoved him into a southbound 4 train that had just entered the station at the 161st and Yankee Stadium stop. Police say Figueroa bounced off the moving train and hit the platform, sustaining head injuries.
Yeah, he has stitches in the back of his head.
His niece, Venus Falou, who did not want to show her face on camera, told CBS News New York that Figueroa was on his way home from a night at Empire City Casino in Yonkers.
It's crazy that this could happen to a person who normally goes out, doesn't bother anybody.
While Figueroa, a grandfather to 17 children, remains hospitalized in stable condition, a 29-year-old medical student identified as Anton Aleshin has been charged in the unprovoked attack. According to prosecutors, Aleshin lives in Brooklyn and is part of a residency program at Brookdale University Hospital. The motive behind the attack remains unclear.
To me, it had to be either he was drunk or having a bad day, but that's no excuse to hurt anybody.
Aleshin faces a number of charges, including attempted murder, assault, reckless endangerment, and harassment. A spokesperson for One Brooklyn Health System, which represents Brookdale, declined to comment on the case. His attorney is affiliated with the nonprofit organization Legal Aid. They also had no comment. As loved ones pray for a speedy recovery, they still have a lot of questions. Does the family have a message for this guy?
Why he did this made no sense. He's young.
Now, Aleshin, who pleaded not guilty to the charges, was ordered held without bail. He's back in court on January 6th.
What can make a 29-year-old go out here and push someone into a moving train? So let's get over into more detail. You know how I like to do a little AI overview just to see what we can talk about. So let's get over into it. So as we know, 29-year-old Anton, medical resident, was arrested and allegedly for pushing an elderly man onto a train. So the incident happened around 3:30 a.m., where he allegedly shoved the 72-year-old Julio into the side of a moving southbound number 4 train at the 161 Street Yankee Stadium station in Bronx. The suspect is a Russian national and a doctor who previously practiced Russia for 11 years. At the time of his arrest, he was a medical resident at the Brooklyn University Hospital Medical Center. The victim, a grandfather of 17, survived the attack but is hospitalized in intensive care with 2 broken ribs, internal bleeding, and a head injury requiring 15 stitches. So he has been charged with attempted murder, assault, reckless endangerment, and harassment. He pleaded not guilty and is being held without bail due to the flight risk concerns, as the U.S. lacks an extradition treaty with Russia. Authorities described the attack as completely unprovoked. Unprovoked. Has he made any statements? That's the question. Because they mentioned something about him saying something. While he has not spoken publicly to the media, several statements to him and his legal representatives emerged during the initial proceedings in early January, or so a couple days ago. During police questioning following his arrest, he reportedly provided a statement to the investigators that led to the filing of the charges. Some reports indicate that he admitted to physical act of pushing the victim. Court plea. At his arraignment in the Bronx court, he officially pled not guilty to the charge of attempted murder, assault, and reckless endangerment. Legal recommendation. So his defense alleged during the arraignment that Aled has committed his life to caring for the sick people, highlighted his professional background as a doctor. And he is halfway through medical residency program at this point. So what can drive someone 29 years old in the middle of their career, making a good money as a doctor, going through and at 3:30 a.m., I wonder if he was getting off of work there, just coming from a club, to push someone into a train? Was he provoked? Do we have any, did the old man say anything to him? What happened? Or is he just an awful human being who just angry that day and just decided to push him into a moving train? I mean, could it be that? Yes, it's possible. There's a lot of demons in this world. Could it be something else? We don't know. We got to wait for more information to come out. If his defense is pleading not guilty to everything, it might mean they have a good defense saying that he didn't do this. But we'll have to wait for the trial to come out and see what we thought of it. Absolute crazy situation, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know if you disagree with anything I said. Overall, it's a crazy case. It's a crazy case, but we got to review the world together. We have to review the world together.